Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, beloveds. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. What's the deal? What's the deal? What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. We are getting together. Give me a second. We are live. We are live. We are live. What's the deal? We are back with another episode of SRDaily. What's going on, Uncle Kev? What's the deal? What's the deal? Plash One. What's going on? KJ White, Crochet. What's going on? Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok live. We are here with another episode of SRDaily. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, and this is episode 310. We are 2 weeks removed from the milestone 300 episode at Ben & Jerry's. We're going to start posting clips from those interviews today. Should have been did it, but there's a lot happening, and when you are one person trying to do all of this stuff, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. I know it is. All right, one day I will have a team. All right, I will have a team that I just got to do my part. I will have a team that can help with production, a team that can help with direction, a team that can help facilitate all of this stuff and make the show great, because the show has so much potential, man. We can do so many things with this show and the Sugar Ray Show and all of the media outlets that I have, that I've built, that I'm building. We can do so much with them, right? But I can only do but so much. And so we strive. We got to start finding some money, right? We got to definitely start finding some money, man. Yeah, gotta start finding some money, man, so we can make all of the magic happen. All right, but peace and love. Thank you all for tuning in. Please share this live with 5 to 10 of your people that may be interested in tuning in. They could be at work, they could be at home, they could be on their way to work, they could be dropping the children at school, they could be whatever they're doing. They could be at the side chick crib, side dude crib. Send it to them, man. They ain't gonna get in trouble. Ain't nothing gonna happen but love and good vibes. So send them this video, all right, and tell them to tune in to SRDaily. Once again, this is your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston, here on SRDaily, episode 310. SRDaily, as you all know, is where personality meets enlightenment, and we are going to get started with our first segment of the day. Once again, please hit the share button. Today's first segment on this beautiful Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Wait, listen, guys, it's going to be 50-something degrees in New York today. Pisces season brings the warm weather. I was telling my love yesterday, the other day, whatever day it was, that this is why, I think yesterday morning, this is why Pisces season is so great. She's like, is it me or does it feel really good outside? I said, yeah, that's what Pisces season does. We make you remember how good it feels to be alive and outside. We make you remember. We bring the good weather. We usher in from winter to spring, right? From winter to spring, right? We usher that in. We bring that. We bring you from the cold, darkness, from the bitterness, from all of the stuff, the pain of being cold, of not being warm, of not having that summer weather, especially here in New York City in the Northeast. We bring that. Let's take a long walk. That's what we bring. We bring that energy of, yeah, let's go outside. Yesterday, I got off the bus by my crib. I didn't see where it was coming from, but I smelled barbecue. People were barbecuing yesterday. Somebody on my block in my hood was barbecuing yesterday. Somebody. I don't know where they was at. They was in one of these houses over here. I ain't stopped to look. I ain't investigate, but they were barbecuing. I smelled the barbecue in the air. But anyway, guys, let's start with the first segment. Today's first segment, our phrase of the day. Today's phrase is a phrase that we've all heard. We've heard in activism. We've heard in music. We've heard on TV. The phrase is, can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along? That's the phrase for today. Can't we all just get along? And I specifically, after the phrase, said, no, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't all just get along. And that's okay, right? Many people, not all of us, like to think of an ideal world. We like to imagine an ideal. And I like to imagine an ideal world too. To me, an ideal world is where we're not all friends, but we're not all killing each other. We're not all hating each other. We are living longer. That's an ideal world. An ideal world is not everyone together, right? Now, let me say this, because when I say not everyone together, I don't mean not all cultures. I don't mean not all ethnic groups. I don't mean not all religions. I don't mean it that way. I mean that there are people alive right now. There are people right now who hate you, who hate your existence, who hate the fact that you are alive, who hate the fact that you are surviving, who hate the fact that you have a home. They hate you. They hate you. They hate you. They hate you. There are people out there right now. We are all human. Some people would even argue that and say not everybody's a human. They will say there's humanity and then there's mankind, and we're not all the same. That's a conversation for another day. However, there are people out there who are completely opposed to the things that you want. Completely. You may say, for example, I think America should be for all people. All people from all countries should be able to come to America and get the love, support, care, community that they need. You may feel like that. And then there may be other people who say, whoa, 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 no, build a wall. Don't let those people in. Those people can't come here. Now, what do? Now you have dialogue and say, well, why? Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out, because I have friends and family in other countries who I think should be able to come to America, live, thrive, and be cared for. Some people will say, they got to stay where they at. Not only will they say they got to stay where they at, they might say if they come over here, if they try to come over here, they could be hurt. Now, that's where the conversation then could change. Because what do you mean I told you these are my friends and my family, these are people who I love and care about. What do you mean you're going to hurt them? Now, that's when potential for other things can start to happen, right? But yeah, man, like that's reality, right? There is nothing wrong with having an ideal. Nothing wrong at all. But there is a fine line between your ideal and what's really possible. For example, I think one of the biggest challenges for Black people, for descendants of Africa, specifically living in America, specifically in big cities in America, is that most of, if not all of America, especially the big cities, are ran by European Jews, right? And so they build high buildings. They don't like the sun. The sun hurts them, burn their skin cancer, and things like that. We love the sun. The sun helps us. The sun nourishes us. They build a bunch of concrete for roads and cars. We like to walk barefoot or with sandals. We like to walk in soil. We like to walk on dirt roads. It's beneficial to the skin. It's beneficial to our bodies. KJ, what's going on? What's going on, good brother? So now that's a problem. And now we see what happens when there's lack of sunlight, right? Even when it's cold, you can still get the sun. But when the buildings are blocking the sun, you just feel the cold and you become miserable. Seasonal depression is real, right? These are things that we have to think about when we speak about when we talk the phrase, can we all just get along? Again, some people just naturally, not even that they're trying, their natural way of life and way of being and way of health is completely opposite of yours, right? There are people who don't believe in showering. They don't believe in using soap. They don't believe in using oil. They don't believe in using things to help them smell good. But you do. And you value cleanliness and you value hygiene and you take those things. So it's going to be conflict, right? You don't eat certain foods, right? You're around people who eat certain foods. They make certain foods around you. It could potentially be conflict, right? There are so many reasons why we all can't just get along, right? Mona Love, what's going on? Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday, my love. Good morning, Annette. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday, Annette. Peace and love. Mona Love, thank you so much, my love, my baby, for showing up, for showing love. But yeah, that's our phrase for today, right? Like, people will guilt trip you into, they will try to say all the stuff about you because you may feel that people should live separately, right? Based on various differences, right? And again, there's space. It should be space where those who don't mind those differences can still live together. But people shouldn't be forced to live around people who they have certain differences with, right? It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with any of that thing is practice. It's ideology, right? What are you practicing? What is your ideology, right? What are your ways? Are your ways in alignment with my ways, right? And not just for me, but for you too. Are my ways in alignment with your ways? Because I move into your neighborhood, I may cause conflict because I may want to do certain things. My culture may be we play loud music to 3 a.m. That's what we do. I move to your culture, I move to your neighborhood with a different culture, with a different way of life. You may say we don't play loud music past 10 p.m. I'm like, whoa, hold on, this is my house. I can play music. That's a conflict. Well, we as a community have agreed on this. This is what we, because now recipe for disaster, right? So again, I think as much as I am a peacemaker, I am a world healer, right? Like this is my life's mission, is to heal the world, to make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. However, I am aware that there are way more similarities than differences, of course, but there are certain differences that will just breed conflict when people are living together, right? In the same neighborhood, in the same community, in the same house, right? Being forced to work together, being forced to just exist together. There's going to be conflicts that exist. And let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Christopher Ian Taylor, what's going on, my brother? What's going on? I got to text you today. I think I actually hit you yesterday, invited you to my event. Annette, I'm going to post an event. I'm posting my events today online. I'm having 2 birthday events, March 14th and March 15th. My 41st birthday, 2 events, nighttime talk, let me talk my where I'm going to talk about life, parenting, politics, dating, marriage, divorce, all of the stuff that I've experienced in my life. We're going to talk about it, real talk, real life, real right? It's going to be poetic and comedic at the same time. We're going to laugh. We might shed a little bit of tears. We're going to smile. We're going to slap files of the people next to us. It's going to be an incredible day partnering with Trends Cannabis Dispensary, largest cannabis dispensary in New York City, and it is Black owned, right? They have an event space in the back, absolutely phenomenal event space in the back. Super excited to do this event. So Annette, I will be posting on my Facebook page. I will be sending it to you directly, the links. The birthday event is a ticketed talk. It is $40. Food and beverages are included in that. The next day, the business launch, Saturday, March 15th, I'm having a business shower and launch at the same location. Somebody asked yesterday, what's the dress code? First event, birthday event, dress code. My birthday, my actual birthday, March 14th, is just be lit, right? Be fly, whatever fly means to you. Get fly, throw your gloves on, throw your stuff on, right? Get fly. Second event, the business casual event next day afternoon is business casual. Well, business launch and shower. Business shower and launch is business casual. Saturday afternoon, come through nice and casual. We're going to talk some business. We're going to take some flicks. We're going to engage in some of my services that I'll be offering in my company as I officially launch. Right. Finally, after all of these years of trying and figuring it out and trying this and trying that and doing all of these different things, I finally got a business plan, finally got a structure that I believe will benefit like millions of people all over the world. Right. Still a little nervous, a little timid, never done anything like this before. So I'm excited. Christopher said, I'm with it. Blessings, brother. I'm gonna send you the info. I think I texted to you last night. If I didn't, I will circle back today. Send some more messages out. Peace and love, brother. Said Fusi and Kofa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's move right along to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, as always, our needs and the news of the day. Today is good news. I got goosebumps. It's dope news. It's something that I think is super interesting. If you know me, you know I love the environment. I love the planet. One of the reasons that I the main reason I started practicing the vegan diet, right, was for health. I didn't want to get sick. I learned that food causes cancer and all of the other things. And even if it's food not causing your cancer, food can fight cancer. Food can help, alleviate you from cancer, help, remove cancer from your body, certain diet, lifestyles, ways of eating and living. But the other reason was, back in 2013, when I was in farm school, 2013, 2014, I started to learn about, again, just the fossil fuels, man, and all of the things that we're doing to the environment with all of the different factories and machines and all of the stuff, right? I became an environmentalist, so to speak, right? I've done a lot of things for the environment, planting, gardens and trees and all of the stuff. However, this news, global news, the world is making progress with the new and improved ways to generate wind. Right, let's read this article from the Good News Network on the all-timber wind turbine blades. Let us go to this article. It is, article is right, where's the article? Article is right here. Whoa, no, not that one, not that one, not that one. Here we go, this one. Good News Network. This is from last week, February 21st, 2025. World's first all timber wind turbine blades are cheaper, recyclable, fire resistant, and stronger than carbon fiber. A company making wooden wind turbine blades has successfully tested a 50-meter long prototype that's set to debut soon in the Indian and European markets. Last year, the German firm Wooden successfully demonstrated that the laminated veneer timber blades could be fabricated, adapted, and installed at a lower cost than existing blades while maintaining performance. Now, Wooden has announced a partnership with the Indian wind company Senvion to supply its 4.2 megawatt turbines with these wooden blades for another trial run. Wind power has accumulated more than a few demerit points for several shortfalls in the overall industry of this fossil fuel alternative. Some of these, such as the impact on bird life, are justified, but none more so than the fact that the turbine blades are impossible or nearly impossible to recycle and that they need to be changed every 25 years. Wind turbine blades wind turbine blades are made from a mixture of glass and carbon fiber heated together with sticky epoxy resin, and these materials can't be separated once combined, which means they go into landfills or are incinerated when they become too battered to safely operate. GNN, Good News Network, has reported that folks will occasionally find second life value in these giant panels, for example, in Denmark, where they are turned into bike shelters. In another instance, they're being used as pedestrian bridges. But there are way more wind turbine blades being made every year than pedestrian bridges and bike shelters, making the overall environmental impact of wind power not all green. At the end of their life cycle, most blades are buried in the ground or incinerated. This means that at this pace, we will end up with 50 million tons of blade material waste by 2050. Wooden Blade Technology CEO Mr. Sheikman said recently. With our solution, we want to help green energy truly become as green as possible. The last 15 years have seen rapid growth in another industry called mass timber. This state-of-the-art manufacturing technique sees panels of lumber heat pressed, cross-laminated, and glued into a finished product that's being used to make skyscrapers, airports, and more. This is interesting stuff, y'all. This is interesting stuff. At the end of the day, though, mass timber products are still wood and can be recycled in a variety of ways. That's a fact. The blades are not only an innovative technological advancement, but a significant leap towards sustainable wind production, says Sheikman, adding that this isn't a case of pay more to waste less. The blades cost around 20% less than carbon fiber. Additionally, the added flexibility of wooden blades should allow for taller towers and longer blades, potentially boosting the output of turbine by accessing higher wind speeds. Now partnered with Wooden, Senvion will begin feasibility analysis in the next few months before official testing begins around 2027. That's dope. That's cool. We need man, listen, we need better solutions to many of our world's problems, right? Gotta go be great and make it a great one. Thank you so much, my love. Be great and make it a great one. I will see you later on. Kisses and hugs and all of the good stuff. All right. But important, very important, guys. Very important. We got to be aware of this stuff, right? We should all, especially as adults who care about the planet, about our lives, about our future as humans on this planet, right? Even if you don't care about the birds, even if you don't care about the plants, if you care only about your future, your personal future, then you should be aware of what's going on with the environment, because you are part of the environment. You are from the environment. You are a human being. You need to breathe. You need wind. You need things that can help, be fire resistant or help put out fires. We need all of the stuff, guys. So shout out to the company, Wooden and Senvion, for leading that charge. That was super dope. I came across that in my email this morning, up reading early emails, and it was like, you know what? I think we should talk about this on the show. With that, let us move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment is, as always, our tip of the day. And today's tip is focus on your education outside of the traditional classroom. Focus on your education outside of the traditional classroom. even as adults, right? Not just for children. There are adults who are going to college. There are adults who are going back to school to get their degrees. Some are just getting their first degree. Some, all of that stuff, all valid, all of it. I love all of it. Focus on your education outside of that. So, like, if you're doing that, yes, but then add education outside. Like, lectures are educational. Workshops are educational. Books, reading is educational, right? So many things. Conferences, attending conferences, those are all educational opportunities where you can learn something. And as we all know, if you are not growing, you are not living, right? If you are not learning, then you are not growing, just like the tree. If you are not learning, you are not growing. And if you are not growing, are you alive? Yo, peace and blessings, Sister Mecca. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are not growing, are you alive? Real question. And so we got to be focused on learning, even as an adult. And the learning should not only exist within the classroom, right? It should not only exist within those school walls. It should not only, no, learning is everything, right? This is where the concept of homeschooling is really beneficial, specifically when you are someone who understands that the whole world is for education. The whole world is for learning, right? Like walking down the block, you can, see different shapes, you see different colors, right? When cutting fruits, when making juices, you do different shapes, you do different measurements, right? When making anything, you do percentages, you do all of these things are different forms of education, right? Like there is math, is science, is health. It's math, it's science, it's health, it's culture, right? It's history. You can get just making juice, just making juice. It's so much. Again, just making juice or a smoothie. It's math, it's science, it's health, it's culture, it's history, right? It could be language, right? If there's a fruit or vegetable and you start to say different languages, it's language, right? It's language arts, right? It's so much, it's so much, it's so much. It's environmental, right? Like it's so many ways that you can learn. So focus on focus on learning in those ways that exist outside of the classroom. Because regardless to what, regardless to how we think, how we feel, being educated in a traditional classroom shapes your mind in a certain way, right? There are a few people I've met who have certain levels of education in the classroom who are open-minded, who are able to think outside of the way that they've been educated or what they've been educated in, right? Or to practice or to believe in, right? To think of. And so like, yeah, man, like just open your mind and learn beyond what you're learning. For example, right? I believe that if you have a very specific focus, like let's say you are focused on computer engineering and you're going to school for your degree in computer engineering and that's what you want to do. Focus on that, commit to that, do just that always and in all ways. Absolutely. However, you should also study and learn about more, right? You should also study and learn about more than just computer engineering. You should study. I think us as humans, life is a short life, right? Things happen quick. Things happen very, very, very fast. However, I think that as humans, we should learn as much as possible simply about us, about our bodies. We should learn as much as possible about our bodies. What it's made of, right? What it takes to help it grow, what harms it, right? How we can, if harmed, how we can repair it, how we can heal it, how we can nurture it, right? So you're focused on computer engineering, great. Study and learn about more, especially industries that are connected to the industry that you're in. So if you're into, for example, you're into the food industry, right? You should also be focused on the health industry, right? If you're into the medical industry, you should be focused on the food industry, right? If you're in the science industry, you should be. You see how it goes. You see what's making sense, right? If you're focused on the art industry, you should be in the science industry, right? Like it's all interconnected, and the more interconnected we are, or as humans, the more we intersect our brain, different aspects of our brain, the better we will be as humans. And the better we are as humans, the better our planet is, the better our offspring is, right? When they come, right? Our children that are born yet and those that are not even thought about yet. Right, but let us move right along, guys, to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's build of the day is a funny build, man. I want to talk about it though. All right, people in their political science degrees, right? Said fool said get a library card, access the universe. Yes, sir. Sefu said, going to a museum is absolutely educational. Going to a library is educational. Sefu, we need to go to a museum, man. Let's plan a museum trip for adults, right? Let's meet you, Mona. She's off, but let's plan a museum trip, man, for some time in the spring. All right, let's go to a museum and let's learn, man. Let's go. Sefu, I don't know if you've been to the African burial ground downtown, right? They have the African burial ground, and then they have the museum right there. That museum is dope. I've taken some young people there. Absolutely incredible museum when you know that like your ancestors were buried right outside, not too far from Wall Street, right? Where all of the trade happens, where all of the stock market happens. Remembering that we were the first stock. Personally, that's why I haven't been able to logically, right, get into the stock market. Like I have no, like some people say I'm a whole bunch of things for not being in the stock market yet, right? I understand the benefits. I see how some people close to me have generated a lot of income, right? By being involved in the stock market. However, whenever I hear stock market, I just think us. That's the first thing I think when I hear stock market. I think us being traded. And so, no, I'm not in the stock market. I understand that, again, maybe one day I will change and I will invest in the stock market and I will have money involved and stuff like that and generate more income. Maybe, I don't know. But as of right now, I haven't been able to bring myself to it just because I know the history of Wall Street, right? Sefu says save money and go on a trip in advance what you read in the book. Absolutely. Save money and go on a trip to advance what you read in the book. I am with it. Yes, I have been there. Yes. Let us go down there. I don't think Mona has been there, but we could definitely plan an adult trip. And Sefu, yeah. I like that idea. But let us talk about, again, this fourth and final segment of the day, people and their political science degrees. That museum is absolutely whoa, my sister. That museum it got goosebumps, man. Like it's powerful. But let's talk about it. So people in their political science degrees, right? I love the world and I love the internet, right? But I think people are hilarious, right? I love educated people, man. I love people who are educated. Yo, Uncut, what's going on, my good brother? Peace and love. Thank you so much for tuning in to SR Daily, episode 310. Listen, there could be three people, right? There could be three people in the room. Each of the three people, they have their political science degree. One person will suggest, right, that you have voted for Kamala Harris, right? They'll give you all of the pointers. They'll give you all of the data. They'll say, and then they'll say, I have a political science degree. One other person will suggest you have voted for Donald Trump, right? They will tell you all of the points. They will say, I have my political science degree, right? And then there's one person that will suggest you vote for a third party or for none at all if you don't agree with their policies, if you don't like what they're doing, what they've done, or what they're doing. Normally, one or two of them will believe that they are right. Normally, it's my experience. Normally, one or two of them will believe that they are right and will be mad at you for doing anything different than what they did. So, a person with a political science degree voted for Kamala Harris will suggest you vote for Kamala Harris. And if you voted for Donald Trump or a third party, they will think that you're not that smart. And they will talk about you, call you names. The other person with the political science degree will have voted for Donald Trump and think that you are insane if you voted for Kamala Harris or any third party. Another person will have voted for the third party or not at all, and they won't think anything of the other two people. They will say, hey, I understand. So, like, what really is your degree? Why do people do that? There are people on my Facebook page, I don't even respond to them no more. They got their political science degrees, and, I shared something yesterday that a brother said about Donald Trump. It wasn't nothing necessarily positive, right? But it wasn't nothing necessarily bad. And I shared it with no context. I didn't post a caption. I just shared exactly what was shared. Oh, I can't understand why so many people want to vote for this guy against their interests and all of this stuff. And it's like, and again, then I have a brother who's very intelligent, who thinks that Donald Trump is the best person to have been president right now, right? People like to argue. People like to think that they're right, right? People in their political science degrees. What is your degree, right? Understand that there are people with health degrees that still get sick. How you have a degree in health and you're still sick? I don't understand that. So really, what is your degree? There are people with their doctors, medical doctors, outside smoking cigarettes. There are medical doctors eating McDonald's. What does your degree mean? Right? Let's keep it real. But guys, with that, that's our show, man. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Yo, H2O Formula, what's going on? Yes, sir. Uncut episode 310. We are rolling right along, man. We are 90 episodes away from the next milestone, episode 400, which I would love to get you in on. I would love to have you at my event. My brother, I got 2 events coming up, birthday events, March 14th, March 15th, my birthday weekend. I'll be 41 years old. Got 2 dope events at Trans Cannabis Dispensary, largest dispensary in New York City. It is Black-owned, uncut. I will be reaching out to you today, my brother. I would love for you to be a part of history with me as I launch my business. I got some things I want to do. But guys, that is our show. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Fu said theory versus practice. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sister Mecca. I appreciate you as well. I love you. Thank you so much. Listen, the Sugar Ray Show is coming back very soon. I've been saying that. It's just a lot happening. I need to find time. I need to make time so I can do all of the things. But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please be sure to join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on SRDaily, live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Tomorrow is episode 311. Wellness Wednesday is going down. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Thank you so much, my dearly beloved.